Hello everyone! Today is entry number 7 of our journal, and we're looking into the question number 3. This one is a question about a war scenario that ties with the theories of utilitarianism. Let's read the question then. Question 3. Imagine 10,000 innocent civilians living adjacent to a munitions factory in a country embroiled in war. If you decide to bomb this factory, every single one of these civilians will perish. However, if you abstain from bombing the factory, it will produce bombs that will subsequently kill 50,000 innocent civilians in another country. The moral crossroads we're at begs the question, what is the ethically correct course of action? The weight of this question is pretty big. War makes us use moral calculations in the hardest times. I think you all know what Bentham will say. 10,000 is less than 50,000, hence bombing the factory is justifiable. This, of course, fits with the idea of the greatest good for the greatest number. Mill's qualitative utilitarianism may give a different answer. Mill can consider what the indirect harm from not bombing the factory is. There is a chance that the arms factory will not produce as many weapons, whether from a strike or a change of action. This approach might make Mill hesitant to bomb the factory. Or if the bombs are nuclear bombs, it will cause additional harm, both physical and psychological, due to the nuclear fallout. History has provided us with real-life instances that resonate with this dilemma. Think of bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II. While these actions arguably brought the war to a close sooner, saving countless lives of both sides, they also resulted in the immediate and prolonged suffering of hundreds of thousands of civilians. Did the ends justify the means? Historians, philosophers, and political leaders have grappled with this question for decades. It should be recognized that beyond these philosophical frameworks, there's a human element, the raw, emotional, and deeply personal response that each of us might have when faced with such a decision. Can we even make a choice without being paralyzed by the sheer magnitude of the consequences? In wars, the lines between right and wrong often blur. Our theoretical tools, like utilitarianism, provide a lens to view these dilemmas, but real-life choices are messy, layered, and full of unforeseen consequences. Now for my answer. If I were in that situation, I wouldn't bomb the factory. I disagree with the fact that just because it decreases the number of deaths, I get to play God to choose who gets to live and die. While my choice is not bomb the factory, and may inevitably lead to 50,000 deaths, that is the choice of the enemy, not a decision I have made. I'm intrigued to know your perspectives on this. How do you weigh direct action versus potential repercussions? Do the philosophical principles of Bentham or Mill offer a satisfactory route? Or do you believe another ethical paradigm might provide clearer guidance? That's it for this entry, and see you in entry number 8.